kind of similar to TA in some ways, but it's much slower, obviously. Iffy, AME needs to, I think, be ahead of items in the Dusa, which...
Grip, Static Storm, Roar, Pulverize, definitely Beastmaster and Primal are heroes that can play aggressive earlier on. Gorgon's Grass, why? He's gonna survive.
Is he dead?
Ooh,
last hit.
Last hit.
It didn't seem like he would have the vision for that. Nicely done. Run at nothing to say, like nothing else in the game mattered. They would send
5 heroes.
4, 5
there was
heroes
5 heroes one time over mid.
Yeah, like 6 or 7 minutes. It was extremely early. Good harass on the
this is a kill, potentially. They've got the speed for Y. He just needs one more right click, and they'll get it anyway. Deny that water room, but that's not going to work out. That ditch out lands, but it doesn't really quite matter.
Yeah, he's still level 2. Should be, I mean...
is in trouble here. He
he
is going to get glimpsed over, and now he's just kind of dead. XNova leaves him to pull the wave, and they take that opportunity to just run at this Abaddon.
Actually, why I think they picked up the Centaur. TB obviously loves playing into any kind of lack of damage because Sunder can give you 2 extra or can give you an extra life. You're very high armor. Earlier,
he's here. Yeah, this is something that he really loves doing. They have Brain Sap to get the kill into PYW. Nothing to say when he plays this hero. He rotates a lot. And it was when it was very popular mid, he was playing it all the time and making these big rotations.
He does prefer it, but it's a really, really good BKB game, so it's kind of, it's flavor. Most Primal builds are kind of whatever the player's feeling in terms of the game, and a lot of times where your network lands, because...
Cheeky!
That region helping out XM quite a bit. The puck, especially solo. So that's really good by XM. Again, a lot of his games on puck, he has been struggling mildly, but this game is putting him decently far ahead.
AME again.
AME has to...
Kinetic Field. He's got a Lotus, and it doesn't matter.
Oh my god. It's kind of a basic thing to, you know, play a little bit safer in the lane once you get the pull, and he's roared. He does get 6. Okay, let's go. Immediately levels his ulti.
And Stampede used Dream Coil. Box in trouble, but the glimpse on AME maybe helps keep him alive.
Sister Shroud is doing a lot.
Sister Shroud is really carrying the survivability, and he just TPs away back home. PYW dies to nothing to say over mid behind the tier 1 tower.
Part of them, I think he smoked himself to do it. Kind of fun little tech on the other side of the map. On the PYW.
He is going to get hit by this Mystic Snake, and it's not going to matter. Sister Shroud works for her Beastmaster, but unfortunately not for this Muerta.
AME is like almost losing his ulti just to the creeps. They smoked to kill a Dominator creep. Maybe
and then just
standing there.
Yeah. Just the delay on BKB was pretty rough, but the blink XM caught. Pulverized Static Storm, Chaotic Offering, trying to turn this. Good Fatal Bonds, but the glimpse onto the Centaur means a lack of response. And they almost actually get the Golem too, but that's a kill onto Puck.
Yeah, nicely done. I laughed later. Mystical Steering Signet for XM. He Dormant Curio'd that. That is relevant. Very, very relevant. That's a lot of damage.
AME.
Jump onto AME.
Nightmare onto the Warlock.
They
bad. Might get him, and they've got the Nightmare and the Fiend's Grip on Warlock. So they get Warlock. That sets up being able to go for AME after that kill. And now he tries to run, but they've got the Trample. The Borrowed Time will run out. No more sand left in the pocket to regroup the time, and, well, that's AME dead to Shiro.
The Black Grimoire just gives no value. I mean, literally, you know, XNova has 300 XP that he's just holding on to for potentially more if they get a good fight. Is a jump on MTS.
Yeah, they try to go for nothing to save, but the Primal Roar is there. The Fatal Bonds, the Onslaught. The damage on the XM isn't enough, but the Gorgon's Grasp that comes through and lands onto the Centaur. XM pulled back via the Glimpse, but is able to jaunt over to that Illusory Orb. Headshot bounces off Shiro, but the damage lacking from XTREME to kill anybody, and they certainly can't kill Shiro.
And certainly not enough into this Pipe Crimson. So XXS he's doing a lot for the team. It's actually a Diffusal is the first item for Shiro. Nice solo kill here from XM. That's a really nice pickup. Solo kills give you a lot, by the way. They give you a ton of XP. You'll see XM jumped up to level 17 there. Yeah, it's pretty funny to just watch. 28 minutes of the game, there's only been 12 kills. And they're just kind of looking at each other. Glimpse back is arguably good.
Fiend's Grip and Chaotic Offering.
They do.
With the Fatal Bonds.
Still going to die to Thunderstrike? Maybe? Not quite. But it's very, very close. Shadow Word saving him.
Blink Pulverize. XXS can't help. And the jump for Xnova. They will finally get a kill and get to their 10th. But behind them, though, is AME. And Innocence is dead. Planet's gone. They took the first life out of this Aegis. And now Medusa's back up, but this is good for Extreme. They drop the Dream Coil on and Nothing to Say. He's going to die here too. And Extreme, they win a fight.
Yeah.
Bar is... I don't know. I can never tell anymore. Just show me the clock. Ooh, they might have Blink. Ready to go with Pulverize. Static Storm. Ooh.
He can blink out. No, not quite.
Yeah, Pulverized Roar coming in. Chaotic Offering. XM, he is going to die. They've got these Fatal Bonds. Planet's going to get pretty low, and now they go to the Gorgon's Grasp. That will lock up 2, but here comes AME to get the kill on the Planet. It's going to be 1 dead on both sides. They've got buyback available on the Disruptor. They will potentially get XXS. He ends up dead, but Shiro's low without mana, and he will fall. AME gets the kill on the Shiro. And the borrowed time is going, but the Nightmare holds him still. They might be able to turn this around. The Nightmare was pulled, but the Rock Toss doesn't land. Warlock's going to be dead. Xnova falls for 3 on Extreme as PYW tries to TP out in front of the side of Team Tidebound. And that will be another kill. But AME does get Shiro and shows life for Extreme, despite the fact that fight doesn't go well.
Very smart pickup from him. Does end up paying off in that fight. And AME is very strong. Once he gets Bloodthorn, his damage potential is obscene.
Oh, boy.
Certainly dead. Not the best position for him.
What did they get on Tidebound that net worth lead just jumped from 8 to 12?
I'm not sure. It's getting the Roche pretty fast, but they know that it's happening. Shiro's maybe just going to walk in. Gorgon's Grasp first.
Buyback committed by Planet now, and he'll have Static Storm, but this Roche is getting low, and this Roche is dead. XM's got an Aegis. Pulverize on XM. Chaotic Offering comes through from Xnova, but there's the Primal Roar. He'll snap the coil, so he can't get the damage to follow it up, but they do have themselves Shiro here. He's already at about half mana, but AME, he's not the one with the Aegis.
No Aegis.
Borrowed time's going to be popped. They go to the Static Storm. They've dropped the Stone Gaze, and now the Onslaught hits XM, but he's the one with the Aegis. He's the one with the second life, so the focus from Tidebound is going to be on these other heroes. XXS was locked up for a second. They will kill this Centaur, and they'll also look over at PYW to get the Muerta. Double kill for Bach. 3 heroes dead on the side of Extreme. The buyback from Planet gets committed, and it works out well for Tidebound.
It's going to be a pretty big world of difference. It's also another Dispel into this Bloodthorn from Abaddon. So it's going to be hard to focus down. Oof.
Fiend's Grip.
Nova. Just drop the grip. Why not? Secure the kill. Hitting high ground, burning all the mana from XXS. Don't want to take too much blade mail damage if they can help it.
Uproar activated, and again, they're just right on top of him. Pulverized, Primal Roar, and XXS finally drops. He's dead for 80, has buyback. Now the Mjolnir finish for XM. Can he find a way in? Can he kill off these supports? Again, like you said, starting off with Planet, getting that kill. He does not have buyback. Dream Coil committed onto these heroes. Bach, though, he fights back.
They popped the BKBs. This could be pretty awkward.
Out of Atos, Outworld Staff, and now the turnaround. Centaur going to the Stampede. Shiro doesn't have a lot of mana, but now here's the Veil. Onslaught sticking on to this Muerta. Chaotic Offerings committed, and they've got Shiro low on mana, but can they keep up with him? Can they get the kill? XM is going to try and 1v1 this. That's not the fight you want. They get the kill and nothing to say. They still have XM being focused by the Medusa. They get the kill on XM, but it might cost them Shiro. Buyback? Committing the buyback. There is no buyback here available on XM. They're not going to have this puck. AME going after nothing to say. Nova doesn't have another Chaotic Offering. The Onslaught comes out from nothing to say right over the Centaur, as well as AME, who pops the borrowed time. Shiro still fighting. Thinking about going for Bach, but this kinetic field is going to lock in XXS. They get XXS, and now they look towards getting AME. He dies. He's got buyback. Down goes PYW. and it's a buyback from Bach and a buyback from AME, a full all-in from Tidebound.
It's a smart play to go for this. Obviously extremely risky, but AME and XNova against the world. This is going to be a very, very hard hold. No BKB on Shiro for the moment. Might need to go earlier than that.
He might need to go now. He doesn't have borrowed time. He goes on a Shiro BKB, Blade Mail. Now he's got the borrowed time.
Oh, he's broken.
Oh, he's broken from the uproar, and he will die. GG gets called, and Tidebound put themselves one game away with a revenge destiny against Tundra.
What does XG pick up here?
Most likely on that gyro. Of course, now it sets up that it is
similarly into this TA, but actually Shiro doesn't have too much network. They find it actually, wow. They find the opening a little bit late on the observing there, but that's maybe die.
Might get chased down, but
yeah.
can get under the tier 2 tower. No, slowed up, but under the tier 2, how far is XM willing to go? He is willing to go under the tier 2 tower and ends up cold-feeded, but not freezing over. Primal Spring, if this was here maybe a little bit earlier, it could have frozen over, but it doesn't matter. Nothing to say. It's the kill on XM.
Ooh. Honestly worth it, I think, considering that AME got the Wisdom Shrine. He did get that kill. Does slow down Wise Song, which is super, super important as well. It speeds up PYW's the Massive Serpent Ward, which we've seen is really kind of busted. But they have more heroes in the mid lane.
He needs to get out of this cold feed, and he will. Wukong's command, Balance Strike, and they still get the kill on XM, but they will lose 3 heroes. Value not found for.
I think this fight is going to be really, really hard.
TA came over, and they've got the scan. They know that they're there, taking the stacks. Can they fight into this?
Oh, they're set up nicely.
PYW walks up the high ground. X's the Centaur. Primal Roar is going to be used out of the gyro. They have the Shackle onto the Centaur as well. The False Promise is going to be used out of PYW. Now the Flak Cannon from AME. Can it steal any of these ancient creeps? Doesn't look like it. It's, this Giga Ward trying to put the damage out. XM half mana. They're still pulling this creep wave all the way over, and now they go to the Wukong's command. Although they lose Y, and XM, he went all the way in with that blink. He gets behind the trees. They look over at Shiro, and nothing to say. Taking some damage. The Shackles are out. They have the connection. They get the kill on the Monkey King. XXS slowed up. Really Ice Blast. This could be big. Oh! It will connect on XXS, but AME tries to fight. They have the Shackle. It's not going to matter. Planet with a double kill, and now they're looking for more. They've got Bach. XM's dead. PYW falls by the wayside, and they want XNova. They want the full team wipe. Bach's going to run it down. He's got some help, and they'll slow him up with a chilling touch. Bach's going to be able to get there with that Hawk and finish off all of Xtreme Gaming.
Oh, God. That's been an incredible play for XG, but they kind of go back in the Ice Blast, but Ice Blast on the 3, actually.
Oh, boy. XNova, he is dead, and the Rolling Thunder, now it's time to leave. They get AME.
Kill.
Oh.
Looks like the False Promise did not last long enough. So there was
moments happen. He isn't too bad on the net worth. They actually look for nothing to say. They missed the stun, but they've got the Shackle. The 3-shot, 4-shot. PYW not dead just yet. Nothing to say is low, but they can't get him. Ice Blast is flying in. Oh, no, the stun at least gets nothing to say, but that again is a high commitment from the side of Xtreme, only getting 1.
Down here, they spoke up on half the roster. Do have both the support ultis now. Gonna walk straight into the pit.
Strike, Cold Feet Song sets up for an Ice Blast, but they're just gonna go for the Roche. XM almost snags it, but now the 2-man stun. This might actually be good with the Flak Cannon, but they just don't have the damage. They do get the Aegis.
Can they stun
Nothing to say.
Shiro?
He's looking for a Boundless Strike. Yeah, now Shiro's just going to go for AME. 4-staff all the way up onto the high ground with that Hurricane Pike. He needs some help. Innocence is going after XNova. They've got the slowdown on AME. Another bad fight for Xtreme. One after the next, as they will lose XNova. 4 heroes die on Xtreme Gaming. Yeah, not involved, not getting a lot done, and
pretty rough.
You're kind of expecting a little bit more from your Pangolier. Shiro, meanwhile, 3-0. But
Ooh,
Ice
another
Blast
kill on
finds
the-
AME. Hurricane Pike's just going to put him in a more compromised position. And Nothing to Say will get another kill onto this gyrocopter. They go to the Rolling
Maybe they can
Thunder.
get
They
him.
hit themselves with a Hex. They do get Nothing to Say. And now with the double jump trying to clean up on a planet, they find him.
Okay.
And they will get a second. It's XM with a double kill. Desperately needed for Extreme Gaming to kind of get something going.
Yeah, that is nice for them. Shiro is still looking, though. He knows how strong he is. They know how much they committed. So he's going to jump onto XS. Oh.
He's got Shield Crash,
Not
maybe.
even going to show himself on X-Nova.
Can't get out.
Just to get down.
Roar is
Oh.
in, and now that's going to be the price of 2 more.
Really, really close a lot of times. Almost dodges the Boundless, but POW.
Ice Blast is in. Don't have that shard on Ancient Apparition.
XM, he did get a greedy enchantment, so his net worth is quite good, actually, but they're TPing for him. Nothing to say. He knows. Ooh, got his number.
Yep, Ice Blast is going to be
Nothing
there.
missed.
XM has nowhere to go. Planet with another kill. He's level 14 on this Ancient Apparition.
Currently figuring out ways to potentially deal with Tundra. POW. About half his HP in a single Boundless.
Shackle
Jump
right
on
into
the
a
Shiro.
BKB. Ice Blast flying in.
Oh,
XM, he's going to get hit by that. And he has nowhere to run.
He is dead.
He's in the Wukongs. He'll shatter. He'll die. And this is going to be potentially a dead Pangolier too. And I say potentially, but he is dead on his screen. And that will be XM and XXS both gone as AME. He can only just watch. He really just does not have the farm to get involved. He is giga farmed right now.
Yeah, he definitely Giga is the right word. Very, very good game for Shiro. One of his best heroes. Force staff in.
Oh, AME. AME.
I think that might have been Planet. Didn't see who force staff that was, but that was really, really nicely done. The aggressive force staff punishes his positioning, and this is
This might be the game.
20%.
AME's force staff was on cooldown.
Was I don't think it was.
His was. That
No.
Hurricane Pike was definitely on cooldown.
I think it was an aggressive one, but either way, he's going to buy back on X Nova. Maybe they can get Shiro
Okay.
actually with XM.
That's
pretty nice.
a lot
It's
of
nice
gold
pickup.
for XM, and this should be a kill
Yeah.
onto the Naga Siren too.
And maybe Planet.
Okay,
Looking for more.
all right.
Okay,
Well, all of a
that's
sudden,
good swing.
couple of kills. Trying to look at how I'm looking at my YouTube stream as well to see if I can just scroll back and see if they force staffed him in. Boundless Strike, Ice Blast coming through, hits AME and X Nova. And
False promise
that-
doesn't last long enough.
oh god, PYW, X Nova, AME all dead. No buyback.
XM lives, but the roll is wasted, which means we'll have basically no control. Just about 30 gold shy of that Ags. So get there, breaks about half the smoke, get a D-ward. They're just going to hit the high ground, and on to XXS, that's a great kill. Probably
I think,
the
by the
best,
way,
honestly.
that pushing on AME before was in fact that Naga Siren force staff.
I believe so. Is
Collect the bounty on this this big ward.
see
Nothing to
the
say.
boundless.
Wukong's command, and then ooh, good Hurricane Pike
Breaks the
pushes him
Wukong.
out. But now
Oh, God.
there's the false promise used onto AME, who's hit with the Ice Blast. XM's trying to go in and get the damage out, but he is stuck, rooted, killed, frozen with the cold feet. They've got the Boundless Strike. The right click comes in to kill off PYW. They do not have buyback on these
XXS.
heroes, and XXS trying to do anything he can. But now they go to the song.
healing.
And is there enough damage follow-up? Not really. AME, he can't step forward. They go to the nullifier again. They've got the net coming through from Innocence onto XXS, and they've got another one dead. Leitner
It's
thrown
over.
forward on X Nova. He is going to be taken out next.
AME
He
Rampage?
cannot make it back to the base. GG is called, and Tidebound will be going to the grand finals against Tundra.